Hey guys, welcome back to Grit and Grace Farm. Today is the day. Hey Finley, what is today?
P-I-G-S.
P-I-G-S? Is it Happy Pig Day? Happy Pig Day. If you don't know Piggy and Gerald and Mo Willems, you should. And all of that's copyright to them. So we just wrapped up breakfast and now it is time to come out here and I'm going to check on Matt and the kids. He came in at breakfast and said that he and Finley had finished establishing the electrical fence fully because apparently there was some shorts and stuff. Anyways, he's got that up and running and he got the poles in for the metal fence and they are working on that right now. He got the piggy bank, which is what we're calling the pig shelter, into the fence area. And here in just a minute, I'm going to wash out their food and water buckets. He got a hole put into the bucket for the water, but he ended up using a piece that was just a little too wide. So we're going to do a quick trip over to the store to get nuts and washers or something like that, whatever. Anyways, the little things that will help seal it since the hole is a little too big for the spout. And we're going to wash out those containers, put the food and water in it, and we had half of our little watermelon from our CSA at breakfast, and we're going to give the rind to them to celebrate when they get here. So here's what they're doing right now. So this is it says garden fence, but it's designed to keep small animals out. Another type that's very similar to this is actually called pig fencing, but the piglets are like 4 months old and they are probably about this tall, give or take. And so having it be a little bit thinner here so they can't get out is good. They wouldn't be able to get out of these ones, but they're used to going through bigger fences where they're able to squeeze out. And so we wanted to get something that we knew would keep them in. And then they don't get big enough to like even have their heads at the top of this when they're full grown. So this fence will last really well. We are going to rotate them, but this will be our main area, just a permanent area for when we get new pigs in, or when maybe if we do breeding. This would be a good area for having a mama and babies. So we'll keep this as a starter place for our animals. All right, my guys, how goes the progress? We almost ready? We made a door. Awesome. Ooh.
There's a gap right here in it.
Yeah.
It goes around that clip. Snug.
Cool. So what is this that you have found that the previous owners left?
Masonite.
Masonite. And what are you thinking of using it for?
Top of the pig pen.
Top of the pig pen.
So you have regular sheetrock, and then you have like green rock, which is mold resistant sheetrock.
Okay.
It's a little bit heavier. It's kind of like pressure treated wood compared to normal wood, right?
Okay.
It's got a treatment out. This is straight up concrete used for the same thing.
Okay.
It's called Masonite. If you look in the end of it, it looks just like cinder block. Because it's basically that same material. What it is
very heavy. Watch your step.
Duck under. Okay, just like you saw me do earlier. Turn your hands over to the underside. Lift.
With your legs.
With your legs and with your arms. Not with your back.
Oh, you moved it.
Without breaking it.
Huh?
Did you hear it
Stretch,
start
yeah,
to creak?
stretch your arms out a little bit further. Not that far. Hey.
You're not going to break it, buddy.
Yeah, that dowel rod might break. The dowel's not near as strong as I thought it would be. Good job, bud.
No, you moved it. Reminds me of the scene in Age of Ultron where Captain America goes to lift Thor's hammer and the whole table creaks and everybody stops and stares for just a second.
And the hammer moves.
Just a little bit. Squeak. You are almost worthy. Ha,
That's
ha,
right.
ha.
Next time he lifts it, it's not a problem.
Right? Alright, we are back. And what are you doing?
Checking circuit, come
Okay.
here. So it's live right now. So
Okay.
you know how the little circuit tester works.
Okay. So the loop goes, is that touching the wire?
Look at the light.
What light? Oh, there we go. Okay.
So that's how you test to make sure batteries work.
Okay.
Put it down here,
Don't get shot.
stick in the ground. It's gonna be harder to see. Okay. And
Oh, yeah, it's flashing a
it's
little
even
bit.
softer than that at the other end.
Okay.
I have my theory about soil resistivity. It's part of my job is to understand soil resistivity. This is dry sand soil, which means it is highly resistive to electric current, which means it's not going to allow current to flow from ground, well, from wire through Piggy's nose, through his feet to the ground as well. So the shocks aren't going to be strong.
Hopefully they're strong enough to train
I'm
them.
going to test my theory if we can get the water hose out here in just a minute. I'm going to saturate, not saturate, I'm going to dampen all of this and then try it because I think that'll have it go up.
Okay.
For now, that's off. I was just showing you how this thing works.
Cool.
Stab the thing in the ground. It's got 2 connection points here, or there's a little hook here. You can just hook it on.
Okay.
You have $6 at Tractor Supply, or not Tractor Supply, at local Ace Hardware. But it works.
All right. Did you get that
Also,
go? Yay.
water spigot.
All right. Let's get
And
these
so
piggies
we'll
some water set up.
So we'll get this filled up.
So we went looking for a small kiddie pool to fill up for the pigs to wallow in. And just the stores that we went to, we just didn't see any. We didn't make it all the way back over to Walmart. So what I did, we were at the dollar store. I grabbed this little under the bed storage tote and I figured we'd give it a try. It's short enough on the sides. The piggies might be able to get into it. They may not be able to. They're still kind of short. So if that doesn't work, we'll figure out something else. But we won't know until they get over here and we see if they can actually get in it or not. If not, we might be able to build like a little ramp for them in and out of it. Anyways, so that's going to be their little wallow area for right now until we get them something that actually works better. And I took the little handles off of it so that they don't pop off and get chewed on or something like that. I am up on the back porch, the kitchen porch, putting the piggies' food into their bucket. So this is what we've gotten to feed them. They're going to do a lot of foraging and scraps from the kitchen, but I wanted to give them a bit of a supplement. The thing about KuneKunes is they survive much more readily off of just forage, but the grass that we have here on our property, I don't know if it's going to be enough to really sustain them. So we wanted to have something good and hearty on hand. We're going to play around with the feedings and see how much they actually need of a supplement in their diet based on what they're eating here and just how they develop and everything. So we're going to figure that out. So what was it you just discovered?
Matt is a human electrical fence tester. This thing still wasn't that bright, but it did seem to be strong enough. After soaking, not saturating, but dampening everything like a nice afternoon shower, basically. Stuck my finger to the ground, stuck my finger to the fence, and wished I hadn't. So it worked. But that will definitely keep your piggies from licking a fence.
So there's the smart way to test an electrical fence.
I did the smart way.
And then there's the grit and grace farm way. Just saying. So electrical fencing is good during the rain, right? Like we don't have to worry about it?
Yeah, no.
It can get wet and be okay, so I don't have to turn it off and then hose everything down? Like everything's good to just be left alone?
Oh, no, I would shut it off before you hose everything down.
Okay. What about during a rain? Like, do I have to run out here and shut it off every time it rains?
No.
Okay.
No, it's fine in the rain because the cloud isn't grounded. You are.
Okay.
If you're walking around with a water hose in your hand, it can jump up the line.
That's right. Yep. Okay. So I will make sure I turn it off before I go hosing anything down.
Because you have a steady stream of water where rain is in droplets.
Truth.
So they're not connected.
Cool. All right, I think, let's see, we got our water. We got our water. We need to put the bedding down. Let the kids come down and do that.
Yep.
And then we'll be ready.
You need to anchor the roof.
Yeah.
Take but a minute.
Um,
Shouldn't take but a minute.
all right, it's almost go time. Woohoo.
Okay, you will see it fall apart in what are called leaves. Thank you, Jess and Jeremiah, for that little bit of tea trivia. See, it comes apart.
Oh, it looks like a giant loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And
There
these
you go.
are the
Peel a
slices.
slice off.
You should only need one slice for in that tote. Honestly, I think one between the two totes will be just fine.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, probably one.
I did it.
All right, go peel off.
Mom, look.
There you go. Make them a little bed. Yeah?
The chickens are raising another army.
Y'all couldn't get your pigs.
Pigs, what are you doing? Come get your piggies.
Destiny has arrived. Oh, whatever that sentence is.
Oh my goodness, you're funny. There you go. Just
Right back
munch,
into
munch,
it.
munch.
Pigpens in mine.
There you go. Piggos, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
You pigos.
Ooh. Happy pigs. There you go.
So I did read
Nice and happy.
online as I was looking to, figure out how to breed and stuff. That
Nope.
if they're raised on grass, like if you supplement them, so the question was, do they actually thrive on grass? And the answer was yes and no. If they're raised on grass, then they do. But if they have supplement and stuff, then they don't thrive as well. And I think that's what's going on with my breeding pair is that who we got him from. I know she supplemented. I don't know how much.
Yeah.
But like I can feel her backbone and his backbone. They just look horrible. I'm like, I need you to get in better shape so I can breed you.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
go on in, go to Oats. So there you go. There
Yep.
you goes.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna get my
Oh,
goats
boy.
in some.
What do we have, Juliet?
We have Pigpen and a pig.
Pig pen in a pig pen. It's like a turducken, but with bacon. Thankfully, these two little piggies did not go wee 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 all the way home. They were happily munching on their grain.
They're so cute. Pigs don't have good manners because they smack.
This is true.
Stop chewing with their mouth open.
Stop yelling at my pigs, please.
I don't really care. They're cute. I like having pigs.
They don't have to have manners. They're animals. We don't want you to sound like that. That's why we teach you manners. It's a piggy feast.
Big pig feast. Yes, of course. That is a lot of vultures. Wow.
So this is Nutmeg. He is the more social, big beefy guy. And then this is PigPen. He's a little bit less social, a little more skittish. We're working on getting him more comfortable. He's a bit smaller too. There he goes. Good boy. Good PigPen. So he is named PigPen after PigPen on Charlie Brown. And then this one is Nutmeg. The kids named him because pigs like to chew on nuts and because he kind of looked like he reminded them of the nutmeg spice. And this one's just... Oh!
This just got violent.
That piggy waddle is too cute. Now they're. Well, I was gonna come check on the pigs one last time. Now that I've got the laundry hung up, it's about bedtime, and I was gonna come check on them and sign off. And I happily found that they found their water. Yay! So I moved it from. We had it like over here. I moved it over here because they're still a little short. So I had the thought of they had walked over the side earlier. And I thought if they can do that, then maybe they could step up on it and get into the water and step back out. I don't know. Well, they're pig farmers now.
Yep.
Anything else?
Pretty cool. I don't have anything else. I'm all out.
So you worked a lot in the heat today.
Spending a couple of days building this thing.
It looks
I'm
cool.
all out.
And they are obviously very happy with it.
Yep.
So, good job, Matt.
Yep. Thank you for joining us again on the farm.
See you next time.